Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. As a quick recap, we are looking for a Pandoran citadel. There might be one somewhere on the planet, but we haven't found any yet. And despite our best efforts, our scan ranges are not really covering as much of the globe as I would like. I mean, there's still a couple of places where the scan range is actively increasing, but really we're just hopeful that we're going to find a citadel. So I was thinking we might actually try and engineer one. We have a base defense over here. The next haven that gets attacked by Pandorans, if it's a lair, we might leave the lair alone to let the Pandorans evolve and hopefully turn it into a citadel. We'll see how it goes anyway. For now, we're going to come across and save Anu from the Forsaken, and we have a flyer down here that we're going to want to take care of as well. So let's see if we can intercept it. We haven't seen any Scyllas in this game yet, and we're already mid-February, so they're definitely not evolving as... the Pandorans aren't evolving as fast as I would expect them to. Right, okay. The Void Chamber has to go ASAP. Let's start off by nuking that. And hopefully we don't lose anything. Okay, that's a really good start, actually. We could probably tank one shot from the Void Chamber. Okay, that hit us in the main chest. That's not a problem. This is not good. Okay, that hit us on one of the guns. That's also fine. Having the 100 armor is pretty good for us. Okay, the Void Chamber is dead, so it can't hurt us anymore. We can just finish taking it out. The delivery is going to need to repair, but I would rather the delivery tanked it, and we got it done and only lose one craft for a moment than end up having to send something else to repair as well. Everyone likes us a little bit for that.
You may or may not be aware that during the early stages of the spread of the Pandora virus, several of the founding members of Synedrian were part of an organization called the Firebird Initiative, studying ways of stopping the virus. My calculations suggest that the initiative could have significantly changed the course of human history, but unfortunately its operations were suspended after an eco-terrorist attack. Humans of that time appear to have had an irrational phobia of genetic technology, a pathology I unfortunately failed to understand. We have always believed that all of the initiative's research was lost, but we have recently unearthed evidence that suggests some of it was recovered. I'm sure you understand the immense value it could hold for our current projects. We don't know whether the person who took the research is still alive, but we have the coordinates of his last known location. If you could help us investigate, we would consider it a major step in the furtherance of our common goals.
Right, so Synedrian giving
I am
us
pleased. That
the
was the
second
projected outcome of
mission.
this conversation.
Which is really cool. Where we're seeking the Firebird, it's actually over here. Brilliant. Let's take the beta team, because they're... Well, no, the beta team's going to do this first, and then we can bring them down and hit this and the nearby exploration point. Where is the Alpha team right now? Okay, Alpha team's in a reasonable place for exploring this part of the world. You know what? We'll keep the Alpha team where they are. I'm actually tempted to bring them up over here just so we've got better access to Europe and Asia. Maybe I'll station them at the destroyed haven. I think that's smart. Okay, we'll put them over there. Right, in terms of our craft down here, the delivery needs to repair. So you can go and do that. And we'll keep an eye on the behemoth with the other craft. Okay. Let's go and defend Kesh. Everyone should be already geared up. I think we can just send them straight in. Straight away we can see we're going up against a pack of the Forsaken called the Mad Fighters. Their leader is Whisperblade. That's a cool name. Using the tactic ambush, each ally does 10% extra damage while the leader is alive if there's no enemies within 10 tiles. Okay, as with all Anu defenses, let's have a look at this. Jeez. Let's have a look at this tactically. We can see straight away there are 2 defenders that we can go across and get. But rather unusually, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people here. The 7th person up on top. And the 8th person all the way over the other side. So Bethany's actually in a place to go down and take out Whisperblade right now. I think that's a very smart move. Let's do that. Okay, well, as we're close enough to get a swing off, we can get both of them with this. That is monstrous. 120 bleed. That is absolutely devastating. Right, normally I would be like, hey, let's try and get the defenders, and I think we'll still probably do that. Let's kick off a frenzy. I probably should have... I wonder if frenzy would actually have reached... Frenzy would not have... Ooh, maybe just. I think we started on that space. So we could have ended up being a little bit more efficient in our movement with Bethany. But we're still in a very, very interesting place. Okay, Anton, let's send you across to grab this Berserker. You can actually make it. I am so happy about that. And we can use this Berserker to do some scouting. Or maybe just send them down to wallop this Forsaken. Ooh, can't quite get close enough to get the swing. What have you got there? You've got a poison arm. Ooh. The poison arm's not going to do quite as much as I would like. I wonder if we can, like, peer over... No, there's a barrier in the way. We can't quite peer over the edge. How about getting... Getting down is going to be tricky as well. Right, we can dash next to him and get three poison blasts. And that should kill him. Because stepping in and smacking him with this is not going to do enough. So, poison spikes. Where do we want to hit him? The torso's got a large amount of armor. Legs are 30. I think legs is going to be the best, actually. Alright. So, poison spike in the leg. It only does 21 damage. But the massive amount of poison we're putting in him, 100 poison so far, means he is going to die between the poison and the bleed. Poison spike's actually really quite powerful.
I was born ready.
I'm happily impressed with the amount of damage it does. So that's definitely one to consider for mutations in the future. What else do we have? We've got the acid handgun, which has the burst. I probably should have tried that out. Do we have any abilities? No, not. No gun katar coming in there. Okay, let's go back to the rest of the people. We know this guy is going to die. We don't know if there's any more on the map, but I would assume that there is. Liz hasn't been seen yet. Let's come down this way and scout out this corner. Okay, there's someone in the building underneath us. It's probably a civilian, but we should send someone in to check. So let's dash Laura down. I would have been very surprised if we started on top of an enemy. And we'll dash Laura out this way to check this corner as well. Okay, so this entire corner section we can be reasonably confident in saying it's safe. Let's start pushing along the back, and we'll try and scout in a very kind of like roundabout way. We can be certain, because we jumped down over this edge, that there's no more over here. Let's use the civilian, and we'll push down to... push across to this corner. Okay, civilian hasn't seen anyone. Let's try the next one. A little bit further, slightly different direction. Okay, that's still all going fine. We started here, so the only remaining place could be like over in this far neck of the woods. That's not looking likely, is it? We'll carry on moving Liz down just to make sure this corner is properly scouted. Yeah, that's all good. Bethany, we could do the whole exertion. Guarantee that this guy gets... No, he's going to bleed out. We don't need to do any more guaranteeing. Let's bring you in to check for anything else. I think those might be the last two. I really do. Guyo, it would be lovely to get you up here. Unless something has started in this building. Helmy. Can we get you... Ooh, there is something over here on the middle floor. How do we get to the middle floor? That's going to be that way. So Guyo might be a little bit too close. Well, last but not least, we'll set up Overwatch at this kind of like entry area, I think. Overwatch like that, we'll see what we find. I think that's going to have to do. Yep, died of poison, died of bleeding. That's all there was. Good job, team. Not a particularly challenging Haven defense, but it is what it is. A few resources. We didn't really do it for the resources. Ooh! A level 6 Berserker wants to join us? Sure. Come on board. let's have a look at... Okay, they've got the Venom torso. That's what's allowing them to shoot that spike. So the Venom torso with 20% accuracy is actually a really, really good torso, especially with +2 speed and a little bit of stealth. I'm a big fan of this. The Stomper legs I could like take or leave. Again, more accuracy, probably not something that we would want on a Berserker, but this torso is great. If we were to cross-class you into infiltration, yeah, so you got 10% stealth and then minus 10% stealth. And you start with 100 skill points as well. What? Right. Let's have a look at the options. So you could be proficient with the PDW, so we could give you the Gorgon. That's just great off the bat. Extra perception and extra hearing range. Always nice. Breathing mist, I don't care. 10% extra accuracy. So we're at 42% accuracy before we've even considered doing something like changing over the helmet we're using. That would give 6. That would give 8. Let's give you that helmet for now. So, I'm honestly surprised at how good this person is off the bat. Knowing that they have the ability to dash. What we'll do is we'll get the bits that we know are going to be useful. We won't do PDW proficiency yet. Give you the extra perception, so your perception is 37. And ignore pain. What would we cross-class you into? If you're going to get, like, up close and personal, we want it to be something that's going to give you a direct benefit. So, for the assault, it would give you quick aim, it would give you kill and run. Both of these are great. It would give you rapid clearance, which would be amazing. Alternatively, we could do you with the sniper and give you armor break. Master Marksman is never going to be applicable for you. Marked for Death is useful, but not amazing. The next option would probably be an Infiltrator, but you're not going to get the level of stealth that we really want because of the Stomper legs. So perhaps a Heavy then. A Hunker Down could be useful. Skirmisher could be very useful if you're up close. Shred Resistance is alright. Raid Burst would be nasty. And Return Fire is... Let's try Heavy. Let's try giving you Heavy. Have I shot past? I think I've shot past. No, I didn't. Not yet. Okay. So we're going to give you heavy training. We're going to give you return fire. We'll give you skirmisher. And the rest will have to wait. But I think there is definitely potential. Why can we not put this? Oh, because you can't use heavy weapons because of your Venom torso. You can only use one-handed weapons. Oh. Okay. I still stand by the decision. I still think it's very useful that we've done that. But it does mean that you are limited to one-handed stuff. So how the hell are we going to give you a decent ranged thing? Because you can't wear the Destiny. It's going to have to be a Gorgon. We're going to have to take a Gorgon from someone. Liz, you're not really going to use this. Which means we're going to have to give you PDW proficiency at some point. Does that take two? That takes 2 hands as well. Oh, wow. More pistols? Hmm. Yeah, one-handed weapons are definitely something to consider when you're picking the Venom Torso. Alright, well, we won't stress about it too much for the moment. Let's just give you that back. Liz, you can have your Gorgon back. And we'll try and take them out on a mission and see how they do in general. I have been meaning to go through and do everyone's skill points because we have a load to put in. So let's start doing them now. Gilio, you've got loads. Let's max you out there. Liz, pushing up your willpower. Helmy, speed first. We'll save the rest actually because you've still got another level to go. Even if you've got a lot of experience before you get there. Christina, we've just done you. Ibrahim. Ali. Selena will save your points mostly. I'll give you one more speed because that's always good. Alyssa, you're definitely saving your points because you are brand spanking new. Jamila, get a bit more willpower. Frost, speed because you are not as fast as I would like, and that's everyone. Okay. Beta team. Let's come down and do Seeking the Firebird. The Alpha team has got into a better position to be able to respond to threats. And the Deliveroo is rearming. Let's actually bring our other craft down slightly now that the Behemoth is heading south. Dagnammit, right. This is a Pandoran attack, which is fine, actually. Let's see. How long is it going to take? It's going to take 12 hours for the beta team to make it. For the alpha team, it would take... That's quite far away. 18 hours. That's probably too long. So stay where you are. We'll get the beta team doing it. And I'm going to try and do this now because I really want to see a Citadel. 12 hours is going to be quite the stretch to make it in time. Hey, the delivery is fully repaired. Good job.
Research complete.
And we have a stim pack. Regenerates body parts, instills frenzy. I've never really seen the stim pack as an item. It looks like it's actually something that would get built into their kit, so not like a med kit that would get reused. That's interesting. How is this going? I think we're going to make it in time. Fireworm autopsy is done. That's good. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. just in time. Okay. Fingers crossed there's going to be a Scylla on this mission. Let's send the team in. Sorry, Christian. We're not actually going to bring you in for this. I called you Christina earlier. We should probably rename you. Just so that I'm not wrong in that. Yeah, you're just not as important as the rest of the team. Especially with only being able to use one-handed weapons. Let's send them in. Okay. Straight off the bat, we have a couple of things that we can see. Once again, our team is split up, which is... It's not great, but we can work with it. We're going to get Frenzy off. I'll do that before I forget, because we forgot last time. And actually, yeah, these guys are just a little bit too far to benefit from it. We don't see a Scylla right now, but there is an Acheron that we need to take out. There is at least one defender on the map, so I'd like to get someone across to grab that defender.
Can't wait.
Even if it's just like jumping Anton down to grab him. Oh, look at that. Just within range for the jet jump. Go ahead and do that.
Watch this.
Now this is super aggressive. But it's totally fine. We're going to mark you for death. Then we can get the whole like laser thing going. Oh, you can mouse over specific body parts. I did not realize that that's how the aiming works. It feels really weird. But being able to do that is actually really good. Let's go for it.
Target hit.
And I think because it's like a guaranteed hit. Do we want to do an acid grenade on both of them? I kind of feel like that's going to be an awesome thing to do. Let's do an acid grenade. We're not going to get to keep that acid grenade because it's from one of the defenders. Yeah, just keep shooting this.
In my
So
sights.
we're just using the Berserker to get as much damage off on this guy as we can. Right. Now that we're done with our initial spots, let's see what we can do with Helmy. We can laser the leg of this thing. It's sticking out, and knowing how the Destiny targets now makes it a lot easier to do things like that. We can also dash you down, and you'll be able to get a different angle for shooting these guys. Now, the Acheron's probably going to die, so I'm more interested in hitting the poison worm, I think. Did we just completely miss? That is terrible. That is appallingly bad. Let's bring Liz down, and we'll do a couple of shots with the Gorgon. There are definitely more Pandorans around, but getting this Acheron killed is our priority. Okay, nearly got it. Laura might be it. Wow. Actually, let's not do Laura. Let's see what the pistol shooting's like. That's not great, actually. We could maybe get a hit from the Destiny on the front leg of this thing. Yeah, I think it needs to recognize it. Like, if you were to zoom in, it would need to have that highlight on it. We'll do the front leg on... We'll do the head on this. If it turns back before we shoot, we might not hit it. Yeah, I should have stuck with the leg. That was a mistake. Not to worry. We can still do some gunslinger stuff at this range. It's probably not really worth it though. And shooting that leg would just be hopeful, but... Okay. The Acheron is going to die on its turn. It's got 8 health left, it's bleeding for 20, and with the acid on top, we can ignore it. Which means we can focus on other stuff that's going wrong in the area. Let's hop down and get some visibility in here. Not really much visibility. Bethany, I think getting you down and dealing with the Arthron is going to be smart. Step down first. Ooh, there is a Berserker that we could grab inside. We might get someone to do that. How much health has he got? He's only got 90. He's gonna die as soon as we breathe at him. Ooh, this is what I wanted to see. Bigger things that we need to pay attention to. Come to just here. And we need to think about how we're going to do... We'll go exertion, pull back, and we're going to overwatch for this thing as it wakes up. Right, civilian. We can totally use you as bait. Let's put you in the open, but down the edge. Laura, I would love to get you over here and dealing with these guys. We can rapid clearance our way through one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to dash down. We can quick aim, rapid clearance, kill this guy, use kill and run to get closer to this, and do a couple of shots. That's what I'm thinking. So, first up, the relatively easy kill. Then we go kill and run to get closer. We get a free shot. Now we want to look at where we're going to do the most damage on this. And the head is a good choice. The tail is a brilliant choice, but we'd need to be closer in order to do that. If we can get marked for death on it, that would help out significantly. So let's mark it for death. And Laura, I'm actually going to run you right next to it, so we're not going to miss. In fact, you can get to there. That's close enough. So the free shot is going to be in the tail, and then we can do a quick aim shot to finish it off. And technically you can shoot a little bit more, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get you anywhere where you could see something. So just come around to there. Alright. Geo, let's mark this for death, and how well can you see it? You can see it reasonably well, actually. Let's go for armor break. And we'll try and shred off that armor on the poison worm abdomen. And hopefully someone else can finish it off. Like Elif. It's a good hit. Do it again. Very nice. How well can you see this? Well enough to take a shot. Okay, that's not everything. I'm surprised. There must be something left alive. Something beyond this. For now, I suppose it could be like over in this corner. Let's do an Overwatch like that. And we'll see what happens and what moves. So we knew this was going to appear. We've got Overwatch set up already. That was it. And that's a slightly different experience to what we've seen in the past. We've seen it where if you finish before the Umbra appears, it doesn't worry about it. It might be if triggering the Umbra is the last thing that it doesn't worry about it. But either way, it was easy enough to take care of with the Overwatch. Really solid run through there. Haven has been saved. We've failed to identify the origin of the attacks. But there's not really much we can do about that other than just, you know, be nearby in case it happens again. We'll bring the Beta 1 and Beta 2 across for this Synedrian mission. But we're going to have to actually do that. Jeez, it's moving again. Right. The behemoth is heading around the world. So let's move our team around the world as well.
Research complete.
Word has reached me that the disciples of Anu have begun training missionaries in an effort to convert more people before the liturgy of the divine flesh. While New Jericho supports religious freedom, we hold that religion is a private matter. When religion becomes a tool of the state, dogma becomes a weapon, and grasping for the minds of our people becomes an act of war.
I'm going to lean into New Jericho a little bit on this. We condemn it on principle.
That is good to hear. We must employ reason to understand the nature of the threat we face, and act accordingly.
So it's swapped this around a little bit, but we're so friendly with Anu, it's not going to be an issue. We've got the Beta team coming back across for the Firebird mission. Ooh, we can actually do the research into the Temple of Iana. This is another way we can trigger the end game. So that's going to take 2 days for us to do. We might not have to wait for the Citadel. The behemoth is coming back this way. Turn around, guys. Everyone get back nearby. And we're going to have to do this, unfortunately, next time because we are running out of time for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. See you soon.